This is law number 2 of the 7 of the economic laws that I found in the Bible. This is the law of accumulation versus consumption. We're going to be reading Proverbs chapter 21, verse 20. There is treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man spends it up. To break down some key words in this verse, number 1 is treasure. It says there is treasure to be desired. Treasure could mean accumulated wealth. It could mean assets, which is value over time. It could mean skills, right? Like leadership, critical thinking, financial literacy, right? Communication. These are skills that will last you a lifetime, right? And then when it says there is treasure to be desired in oil in the dwelling, the house of the wise, oil could mean daily provision like food, medicine, just any type of practical supply in abundance. It says there is treasure to be desired in oil in the dwelling of the wise. Wise is someone who is skillful, someone who is discerning, prudent, able to manage life well. So biblical wisdom is the ability to live skillfully. In contrast to a foolish man who is dull, someone who is stubborn, and that doesn't mean unintelligent. It doesn't mean someone who is not smart. It just means someone who rejects wisdom. They spend it up, which means to swallow, devour, consume completely. So let's take a look at a poor system, right? A poor person, they only have one stream of income, most likely, and it goes to bills, which leads to consumption, which leads to lack. The primary purpose of that is because they trade their time for money, and time is limited. So the amount of money you make is going to be limited versus a wise system. They have multiple streams of income, which produces assets, which produces future income. So this is production, right? And this is consumption. Notice it does not say that a wise person necessarily makes more money than a foolish person. God created man. He didn't place man in a bakery. God placed man in a garden. In a garden, consumption creates production, but in a bakery, consumption creates lack. Because when I eat a fruit, it exposes the seed, which then I could go plant that seed and produce more. But in a bakery, when you consume, there's nothing left over.